Hello. Starting some streaming. Let me do the usual stuff. Usual stuff I do at the beginning, which is posting that I stream on social media. All right. We go to the Twitter as well and post here. Yeah. Let's run our trusty virtual machine. Let's go with the Splunk box, which is connected to the Azure Sentinel. So we can expect that something will happen. So the idea I have in mind for today is to write a Sigma rule for detecting it will be detecting the adversary looking for binaries which has capabilities. Yeah. So the capabilities are permissions that I need to get my password right. So capabilities are the permissions that you can add to the binary, and you allow the process or the user to perform sufficient specific privilege task. It's more granular than the SUIDs. Yeah, you know this SUID's bits, right? When you add the SUID bit, then almost everyone can take advantage of that. Yeah. Let's do some testing of that. So when you have do I have a Python 3? Let me type it correctly. Yeah, I do have a Python 3. Do I need a tester for that? I'm thinking. Not really, I think. So, in a normal scenario with SUID bits, you would let me just copy the Python 3. Yeah, we are fine. Yeah, we are fine. Let's LSLA this. In normal situation, you would put if you want some user to use this binary with the privilege of the root, of the owner of the file, you would put the SUID bit in this. You would need to put SUID bit, which would make that everyone that has access to this file can now take advantage of that. And it is really easy to find those files as well. You can take something like that, right? In your usual pen testing or hacking scenario, they use command like that, which is looking for the binaries for the files that have the user SUID bit, right? So let's wait for it to run. So capabilities are maintained by the kernel. It provides more fine-grained, permission. Here it is. You can find it. Right, and in this situation everyone can execute the file, which means that everyone can take advantage of this. So now let's delete the permission and let's add the setuid capability for everything on this file. Yeah, I need sudo permission for that, of course. Yeah. Nothing has changed in terms of the permissions on the file. And let's run the finding permissions, finding the SUIDs. We shouldn't find the Python here. Shouldn't be here, right? So we have added the capability for SUID. So what it would provide us is, let me find the example. We now have the Python binary with the capabilities of SUID on. So let's now get the. So let's go create some user which is not privileged at all. Let's call it noob. Yeah. Let's provide the password, strong and complicated password. Yeah. I need to. Okay, that's fine. I do not set the bin bash for. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. As you can see, we are now user noob. There is no SUID on this bit, right? But we are able to execute it, but we know that it has the SUID capability. We'll later check how we can find it. So we can escalate our privileges with simple command like this. we set the something like that. Yeah, as you can see, simple as that, easy. Let's actually do some more testing, and let's delete the capability. Yeah. So you have the command setcap to setting the capabilities, and you have command getCap. Yeah, there are no capabilities. So let's go back to the noob. Let's try using this again. As you can see, we have no permissions, right? You can see how it would provide you with some more granular approach to the giving the permissions, right? Let me actually need to charge my laptop before it dies. Give me a second. So the actions that we will be looking for will be something related to finding whether there are some files with capabilities that adversary could take advantage of, right? And there is one command that we are able to use, which is something like that: getCap read. We start from the root. Yeah, something like that. And adversary would look. We do not have such file, as I can see, but we can again add. Let's exit from the noob. Let's exit. Again, we could add and capability to our Python. Then we could go and use our command, and we should see the file with the capability. There are some different capabilities out there. You have the setuid, setgid, and other capabilities. I do believe there are 36 in total. Yeah, something like that. So you can see how we can escalate the privileges when you find some interesting files with the setuid capability. Some examples would be the Perl, as well, similar to the Python. tar, yeah, something like that. So we will be looking for this in audit D. So let's actually see what we have. No rules. Let's write a quick rule for that, and we are looking for kappa recon, let's call it something like that. I need to be root, yes, of course. Yeah, sudo search k kappa recon. Okay, so we have added our new rule to the configuration. That's good. And let's now do some reconnaissance, gathering of information with our command getCap. Yeah, we are adversary. We have find out that there is a capability that could allow us to escalate our privileges. But let's see what we have indeed find out. Let me actually put the I switch as well, so we will have decoded values. Yeah, so as you can see, what is after the we have find out that someone has been trying to use the getCap command to find what capabilities are on the file. It's little something. Gathering of information on the system, and on its own the rule for that would not provide that much value, I believe. I had an idea which would be to write a Sigma rule, but we will do it after some time, not today. Would detect the adversary using automated gathering tools like LeanPeace, for example, LeanEnum, something like that. So this little rule that is looking for getCap usage could be a part of this one big rule that is looking for adversary using the automated gathering tools. Because as you can see, let me actually show you. Let me run my Brave. When we go to the GitHub LeanPeace, which is used more for the CTFs, I do believe that adversaries have their own versions, but we can go and check what commands are used. And yeah, indeed our command is used in this this script as well. So my idea for the rule that we'll be looking for the usage of such automated tools would be to define the commands, the actions that are for gathering, and check whether X number of such commands was run in quick succession. For example, whether, I don't know, 15 such commands was run in 30 seconds or so. Yeah, about the threshold and time window I would need to test out, but yeah, something like that. Let's go to our trusty encoder. Let's go to the GitHub. Let's get some schema, some template from the Linux Audit I can use. Let's grab something that I have written before. Something like that is sufficient. Let's go to the MITRE ATT&CK and let's look for, yeah, this is our technique. It's not talking about the capabilities, but it would go inside this. Yeah. Let me check how. Okay. So it will look something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. And some more about the references, and yeah, it is collection indeed, but we could also put the something like that. Yeah, that looks good. So we are after this event, right? So I guess we will be using the XZV or just find out man pages. Yeah, recursive search, so you have the order. Yeah, so it should be in that order as well. So let's grab this, let's put it in here. Have some more references we could put in here. Yeah, and something like that. Linux ODD, yeah, that's all fine. You can delete that. So we are looking for the getcap. Getcap indeed. Type. Are we looking for the XZCV? Yeah, let's go for it. What else we are looking for? A0 is getcap, A1 is the R switch, and A2 is something like that. Let's look. Not rule. Give me the query. Yeah. Simple as that. Really simple. About that, that's the question. How often are capabilities used in the corporal environment and administrative work? I do believe there are some cases for that, but not really sure about that. Well, the low would put it low or medium. Can I put actually 2 tags? I do not remember. Let me grab this. All right. This is part of collection. Should be part of, yeah. Yeah, I do believe we can put something like that. Let me grab that. Let me go to my Azure Sentinel. It should be ingesting logs. Right. Let's take our Sigma rule. Of course, it won't. This log message contains yeah. What is here? If issue again, some issues we need to take care of. Yeah, this is all right. Exactly what we were looking for. So yeah, like I told you, I wouldn't generate an alert for that. I would make it a part of a one bigger alert, which is looking for the automated gathering of information from the system. So looking for all that scripts being run. But it is indeed a fine. Let me actually answer my telephone. Give me a second, guys. Okay, fine, guys. Yeah, so we have our simple analytic rule. We could make it much better, as you know what I like to do with the ODD. Let me remind myself what tables I do have. Functions. Paths is yeah, so we would need some exit CVE as well. So perhaps we could also write this, right? Show me this. Let's write the exit CVE parser. That's something I wasn't planning. I was planning to do some quick rule, but I guess we could take advantage of parsing. In the end, I would need to write a parser as well. So let's take advantage of what I have written already, just because I can. Yeah. Okay, there is the. When I think about it, there is the issue with the CV event, which is the different number of arguments in each event. You could have one argument which is A0, but yeah. I guess I can take this. Yeah. Yeah, this is. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to go about that. Okay, why it's taking that much time? So in the future we'll be just doing this big one rule, which is getting trying to detect what the adversary is using. I'm not sure why it's not working. The scripts to gather information, right? And we are not looking at processes with the lin piece name in it and stuff like that. Of course, you can write detection for that and get a quick win, which is also a valid case, but we are looking more on system gathering commands being executed in a quick succession. Of course, the adversary could. Okay, why it's not working? Of course, the adversary can perform slow gathering of information. in which I would. Yeah, that's why I think about making also this rule on its own as a standalone rule, right? So it's working. So why it's not? Did I broke something? It's taking so much time. Okay, I need a quick. Yeah, it's working. Okay, fine. Let me grab a coffee. Be right back in 5 minutes. Yeah. All right, so I'm back. Let me think about it. Check whether someone has written a comment. Maybe, perhaps, no. I have forgotten how I performed this action actually. I need to fix this. It's not a big deal. Alright, so something like that. Alright. Not really. Yeah. Yep, this is it. So now something like that. Why not? I have a space in here. Right. Okay. Okay, I broke. Let's go back. So we are parsing now the excessive events. Let's also perform one action, which is this command, and we will see how it acts with our parser when we have no other arguments. Let me remind myself. Yeah. Something like that. Okay, so we broke it entirely. I was maybe, I don't know, I was expecting that it would go up till this point and then what's going on? Not here, not here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we could use it somehow, perhaps. Not sure. Because argc is argument count, as you can see. It provides us with the information how many arguments were there. You can say 3 here. 1, 2, and 3. Starting from the 0, right? In this we have only one argument, which is this one, which is cool. However, we could leave it as it is and then yeah, let's actually save it, save as a function, something like that. Yeah. I guess we need to wait a little bit and then reload and then we are fine. So what we have done, we have written our simple rule that it's detecting adversary looking for files with the capabilities, and he is using this files this binary with these arguments, which also can be found, as I have showed you before, in some scripts that were written to automate the gathering of information on the system in order to prepare for privilege escalation. You can see the command here. Some different commands as well could be some finding of ACOs. There's lots of find. Let's go up. Let's go to the first. So I would analyze this and then write some detections. other, yeah, you can see some different you can see that. Lots of commands that we could use. This those commands, this, yeah, so I would get most of the commands and make a list of them, and whether some those commands were used, for example, I don't know, 15 commands in 30 seconds or less, would indicate that there was some automated script running and gathering information. Yeah, that was good. We could grab our detection, I guess. We do not need this part. I can leave it. Something like that. Not. I do forgotten how to write it. Let me look again. I could do something like that. I've forgotten how to build it. Let me. Yeah. Remind myself. Let's do something like that. Okay, why not? I want to do it the pretty way, which is not working for me. Because of course I can do the contain and that's all. Let's try again. So we have let arguments, which is of a dynamic. And we list the list in here, and we have but whether if I use the in, it is going to be looking for or. Right, so in this case I'm not sure. Let's actually check. I'm wondering why. Do I need key double quotation for that. This is the live coding, which you can see there's some struggle, right? You usually don't see that stuff because guys come prepared, which I'm not that prepared, as you can see, because I could do something something like that, right? And so you could also make it something like that to make it more and do the same with the let's actually do it and it would work. Just cool. We could correlate this event with the Syscall event, which you have seen me doing before. So we do. Let me see how I've written some different stuff. I'm really tired today, I don't know, not feeling that great. Not able to find it. Give me a second. me look at my last incidents. So let's just yeah, this is it. I'm dealing with damn it, yeah. This is it. This is good. So you have the user. Now it is what do we want to project, right? Yeah, no, for example. So you have some details here that this user has performed this command with these arguments. We have time of generated on this computer. We could also grab some. Is there something? I guess the success is interesting. Why not? Some more stuff. You can extract more information about the user. This is not interesting. So what was the PID? I guess we could also extract this. At this moment we just pick what do we want to be included, right? By deleting this we would make it. I do not believe that those switches can be on different places on different arguments, but we can make it more resilient. Okay, we broke something. Okay, it's working. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Oh, my apologies. Could be project name, ideas. right, you use something like that here. Cannot do that. Yeah, that's sufficient. We can alert on this that someone was trying to gather information on the capabilities. Not sure about this in this case because we are just collecting the information. I guess, yeah, and the low seems alright. I guess we could elevate it to the medium, but that's something to think about. So I guess I can post it to the official repository. So what can we do about the detecting automated script usage? So let's imagine we can make this generate an alert, and then we can write some different rules for similar actions, and then we can grab them from the security alert and write a logic on that. Right, we can, for example, we can see that we have some alerts being generated, and we can grab those alerts. And for example, if we see alert with this name and this name and this name and this name within 10 minutes, right, then generate incident that the automated script perhaps was used, right? Why this is good? Because we can generate the alerts, not incidents, with something like that, and then use it for the reporting. So I guess this would be the better approach. Writing some, let's say we would write 10 rules for something like that. Those rules will be generating alerts, and we then will write a rule which is looking at generated alerts, and then based on that it will generate an incident. I hope that it makes sense. Right, do I have some writing tool I could show you what I mean? So let's say we have rule 1, which is looking for the get cap. God damn it. Right, god damn it. Oh, it's, let me grab some notepad. Do I have, get it? Yeah, so let's say we have a rule 1 which is looking, can I make it bigger? Not really. Hope that you can see that. is looking at the getcap. Is looking at the sudo l rule 3. Is looking at find, looking for this. Rule 4 is looking at something like that. Rule 5 is looking at cat, etc pathswd, etc shadow. Like rule 6 is looking at something else, and each of this rule is generating alert, right? And all alerts, and we can write that, we can get some more alert up until the rule X, which is also generating alert, and every alert is going to the security alert table, and from this table we can write logic based on this table, and we can generate incident. So it would look something like that. I hope that it makes sense. Right, because you do not need to generate incidents based on alerts, because let me show you actually how it looks. How it looks in the Sentinel. Let's go to the analytics. Let me go to the create new schedule alert. You will put some stuff here, then you put the logic here, and then you could, yeah, you can disable that. You can see, and then it will generate the alert, only just the alert, not the incident but the alert. And then we can work on those alerts, as we can see on the security alert table, and build upon that. Yeah, because I'm not sure that it is valid to generate incident on each of these. It is better to write an alert for that, gather the amount of alerts. For example, let's say if we have 5 of those, 5 of different, not in this order or exactly those, but 5 of them within 30 seconds, then you generate an incident. Can we put the minutes? Yeah, can put on the minute, so we could do something. Okay, so we can only put the 5, which is not ideal. So how many of those within 5 minutes? I guess lots of them. Lots of rules. That's really bad that you can only put the, 5 minutes. You can group them. Yeah. So each 5 minutes, let's say you have generated 20 different commands. Is it possible from the script? I guess it is. So yeah, that's something I was thinking about today. Perhaps there are some different solution to that different approach, but yeah, it's really similar to the different sim solution that work on, I guess, almost, well, with this Splunk you can also do something like that. Something like this, because you can work on the notables with the McAfee SM. There is a mechanism which is very similar to this as well. Okay, so that was not bad. So what we have done today, we have written some simple Sigma rule for detecting adversary, trying to gather information about the capabilities. We have talked about what is the capability. We have exploited the poorly configured binary with the capability, which is the Python 3. Right. So you could elevate our privileges with that. And then we have written some KQL logic to detect that. We correlated it with the syscall. Before that, we have written a similar small parser for the excessive events. Right? It would require more work, I guess, because I'm not sure what to do with the other arguments. I mean, if there are more arguments than one, I guess we could use some evals logic in the. That's my first idea, but I'm not sure how to put that into KQL yet. So that's something I would prepare and come prepare with the idea. Then we will do some live stuff. So I guess that's it for today. Some Sunday streaming, some little idea. That's cool. I wasn't aware of the capabilities before that, and I do lots of stuff with Linux, so it's good to learn something new. I guess I could contribute this. I will think about it. Not sure about this, whether I can put more techniques and ideas in here. Not sure about whether it's low. I guess it's still low, because it can happen in the environment. Not sure. So lots of questions. Those questions would be easier to answer if I knew what environment I'm trying to protect. My environment doesn't need something like that, because I have, my home lab is only one virtual machine at a time, and not that much. So it's lots of hypotheses, lots of thinking, lots of testing. Not really testing in the company environment, which can behave differently and can provide you with lots of events. and perhaps this would generate lots of false positives for some reason, and it would require some fine-tuning. So yeah, lots of questions, but it's cool. It's cool to think about some stuff like that, because I'm really into the detection engineering. So it's all from me for today. I hope you enjoy it, I hope you like it, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment if you have some questions, if you have some ideas, if you have some different approach I could use. If I have done something wrong, you can put into the comment, and I'm always happy to learn some new stuff. So I guess I will see you next time. I'm not really sure when. I got lots of work. Not that much time. If I have time free, I just learn on my own. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time.